कितना हुआ?
580 580
क्या?
या पीक आवर्स में डबल हो जाता है प्राइस। 3 रहता है 350, बट जो पीक आवर्स है ना उसमें प्राइस ज्यादा हो जाता है।
दिखाइए तो प्राइस।
जी भैया,
प्राइस दिखाइए।
वो आप देखिए
नहीं,
मैं जी आपके सामने ही है, 1 घंटे से ऊपर लग गया ना, पीक आवर्स में प्राइस ज्यादा होता है।
First of all, it's not $580. And no, you didn't see it wrong in the title. I paid $1,300 for a fake Uber ride from JFK International Airport to Times Square. And usually, Uber charges around $60 to $70 for this kind of ride. So what's the story behind this? Well, I will tell you. But first, let me bring you back to Bangladesh. One thing I do every single day is waking up early in the morning and go to the balcony to take fresh air. I don't know why, but something of it makes me feel energetic the entire day, and this is the last day I am doing this. It's time. Let me start my journey by saying, hey, what's up crew, I salute you. Welcome to the coolest YouTube channel of the world. My name is Ina and welcome to INALIFE. So without further ado, let's go to the airport. My flight was at 10, so we left home at 6. While going from home to the airport, all those familiar streets were looking so attractive. And the whole time, I was thinking about only one thing: how much I'll miss this city and its people. Anyway, because we left home early, we didn't face any kind of traffic and reached that place 3 hours early. Yup, 3 hours early. And after some emotional moments, I went inside the airport. And I realized one thing. From here, I'm all my own. Deep, right? Mom, I know you will watch this video. I forgot to tell you one thing that I am regretting now. The thing is, I love you. Thanks for supporting me and letting me chase my dream. So after giving proof of my COVID negative, waiting in a big line for check-in and facing immigration, I hopped on the plane and I must say, the plane was fully loaded. And if you were wondering what happened to my PPE, I took it off. Actually, there are no pockets in the PPE and it's hard to hold everything. With that PPE, I was even holding my wallet in my hand. And without me, no one else was wearing PPE and I was looking like an odd shape. So that's why I took it off. Right after the takeoff, they gave each of us a travel hygiene kit. The kit contains a bunch of masks, gloves, antibacterial wipes, and hand sanitizers. Although I got an economy seat, the facilities were top notch. I can even charge my phone. How cool is that? Also, the food tastes really good. So after 5 hours in the air, the plane landed at Dubai. And I have to stay here for the next 21 hours. Because my next flight to New York is tomorrow. After landing at the airport, I was very tensed about where I would stay and spend the next 21 hours. So after walking a bit and following the crowd, I found that the upper floor, which is Terminal 3, is fully dedicated to all the connecting flight passengers. And I don't have any words to explain how big that area is. So I grabbed a comfortable place to rest and pulled out my phone to call my mom. I don't know why, but with the Dubai airport's Wi-Fi, I wasn't able to do any video or audio calls using Messenger. But after using VPN, everything sorted out. While talking to my mom, she told me that she secretly put some fried chickens into my bag. And I can't say how much those fried chickens helped me that day to survive. So after a little bit of exploring, I became thirsty and wanted to buy a water bottle from the vending machine. And the water bottle you are seeing cost me $2. Expensive, right? Just imagine how much any meal will cost there. Anyway, what to do? Need to keep me hydrated. So after a bit of more talking with my mom, I ate those fried chickens. Once again, I can't stress enough how much those fried chickens helped me that entire day. While exploring, I found that near every washroom, there's a water fountain to drink water. So I refilled that bottle, and throughout the day I came to this kind of water fountains multiple times to drink water. Okay, let me tell you something about this airport. It's more likely a big shopping mall and less likely an airport. Literally, you can find every big brand here. Also, the waiting area is bigger than you can imagine. Like, you will get tired to walk from one end to another. So after a bit of exploring and walking, I finally reached the end of the transit area and found Oasis. Yes, literally an oasis. Like it has everything I needed to kill time. Also, I found it interesting that every single seat has a built-in wall outlet. So I took out all of my devices to juice them up and started editing my video. After a few hours of editing, I finally uploaded that video. If you didn't watch that video, go and watch that. Obviously, after finishing this one first. Okay, so at night I was feeling sleepy and thought that I should move to my departure location and sleep there. Otherwise, in the morning I would miss my flight. The thing is, I didn't sleep for a day. So I went to my departure location and got myself a hot chocolate from the vending machine and slept like a bear. When I woke up in the morning, that place was filled up with people and the flight crews were telling the passengers to go through the boarding process. So I showed my passport and boarding pass and waited downstairs for the plane. Actually, airlines prioritize boardings of business class and in the very end, they board economy class. While waiting to board, I called my mom to tell her that the layover is about to finish and I will be on the plane for the next 14 hours. And right after that, my turn to enter the airplane came. The plane was an Airbus. It is the same plane but much bigger and better facilities. But this time they didn't give us any travel hygiene kit. I think it's because it's a connecting flight, but instead of that, they gave each of us an amenity kit which has a lot of useful things. Also, for this long flight, they even served more food. And I must say that during the whole journey, I didn't feel bored for even a single moment. After landing, going through the security and collecting my bags, I had to go out of the airport immediately. The airport authority was not letting the passengers stay at the airport because of the virus. Literally, I had no time to even connect my phone to the airport's Wi-Fi and let my family know that I reached the US safely. Anyway, while going outside, I wanted to buy a SIM card from the airport's AT&T store, but that store was closed that day. So there was no option to buy a SIM card and book Uber from the airport to the motel. And now here comes that part. The chapter of me getting scammed by a fake Uber driver and losing $1,300. So this is how that happened. When I got out of the airport and reached the airport gate, an Asian guy in his middle age approached me by saying, "Need a ride, brother?" He had an Uber logo open on his phone and claimed that he's a certified airport Uber driver, and my biggest mistake was to trust him. But how could I not? He was right in front of the airport's main gate and there were a few police officers at that place. So I showed interest and said to him, "I don't have a SIM card, so how will I use Uber for a ride?" And that was my second mistake. I literally allowed him to scam me. By telling him that I don't have a SIM, he knew that if he scams me, I can't reach 911 or call anyone for help. Anyway, he said that not having a SIM card is not a problem and told me to follow him to the car. See that guy? He's the scammer.
Yes, it's okay. I'm going to Times Square.
Okay, no problem. I'll take you.
Do you know Hotel Element?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there.
Come. This Coming from India, brother?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Are you Indian?
Yeah, I'm from Delhi.
Oh. Can you stop by a SIM card store?
Okay.
I have to buy a SIM.
No problem, I understand.
Which SIM is better?
T-Mobile is good.
T-Mobile, okay.
Yeah, T-Mobile is good. It's like not expensive, not cheap, in the middle, but good service.
How much it will cost?
I'm going to start. Let me get out of the
Okay.
parking, then I'll start the meter. Okay, so this is airport exit. How would you like to pay? Cash or card?
Card.
Okay, give me card, please.
So I gave him my card and got charged $25.
How is the corona situation in Bangladesh?
It's getting better.
Getting better?
Yes.
That's good. But it's worse in India. India is getting worse.
How long are you in New York?
22 years, brother.
Oh.
22 years. It's a long time. I came for studies and remain here, you know.
I also came here to study.
Oh, you're here for studies?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. You're doing the best for your life, you know.
So after that, he asked me if I know Hindi or not. I said that I know a little bit and he started to talk with me in Hindi. And after like 30 minutes, we entered Manhattan. Manhattan is completely different than the outer New York, and I must say it's worth visiting. So after like another 30 minutes, he told me that there's a lot of traffic on the way to the motel and stopped the car 2 blocks away from my destination. And then the scam happened.
कितना हुआ?
580 580
क्या?
या पीक आवर्स में डबल हो जाता है प्राइस। 3 रहता है 350, बट जो पीक आवर्स है ना उसमें प्राइस ज्यादा हो जाता है।
दिखाइए तो प्राइस।
जी भैया,
प्राइस दिखाइए।
वो आप देखिए
नहीं,
हाँ जी आपके सामने ही है, 1 घंटे से ऊपर लग गया ना। पीक आवर्स में प्राइस ज्यादा होता है।
I don't know what he showed is a fake screenshot or a fake Uber app, but it was showing that amount.
$20 दीजिए।
So I gave him $600 and he said this.
Everybody pay tax, आपको टैक्स भी देना है।
कितना हुआ?
टैक्स कैलकुलेट कर लेना, 30% टैक्स होता है।
30%. Yes, 30% tax.
देखिए,
आप कैलकुलेट कीजिए ना, कैलकुलेटर है आपके पास?
580 30%। इतना क्यों?
टैक्स है ना भाई, आपके सामने है। मैं तो यहाँ पे हर बंदा टैक्स देता है।
ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा है।
ज्यादा आपके सामने है भैया, हम तो।
When I was busy calculating the tax, he swapped 5 of the $100 notes with $1 bills and said this to me.
ये 1 है भैया, 1 दिया ना आपने, 1 दिया। आप 100 दियो ना, 100। कितना 1 दिया? 1 2 3 4 5। ये 100 देना ना आपने भैया, 100 दियो ना आप। ये आपके सामने देखिए, ये देखिए।
At that time, I actually knew a scam is happening to me, but I was too scared to do anything. You can say that I was in a shock and I can't explain the feeling I was having. Just imagine a different country where you literally know no one, no SIM card, no internet. And on top of that, your family doesn't even know that you reached the USA or not. Even when I am talking about this with you guys, I am having goosebumps. Anyway, I tried to argue about the fare and he said that if I don't pay the amount, he won't let me and my luggage out of his car. So what to do? I gave him the money again. So in total, I gave him so far $25 plus $600 minus $5 plus $500. In total, $1,120. Now, time to pay his 30% tax. I just didn't say anything and gave him $200 more and asked for the change. But just see what he did.
ऐसे नहीं बोलो भाई, अब भाई अपने आप अजीब बात करते हो यार। टैक्स तो सब देते हैं ना, दैट्स इट। मैं और क्या बोल रहा हूँ भाई। थैंक यू, अब आपका लगेज दे दूँ। कमल के भी लगेज
चेंज
है।
चेंज
भाई यहाँ $10-15 टिप हर बंदा देता है यार। अब तो $40-50 टिप देता है लोग, आप 10-15 भी नहीं दे रहा। अपना लोग तो टिप दिया करो यार अपने लोग को। आ जाओ आपको लगेज देना।
So in total, I gave this guy $1,320. And that's how I got scammed on my very first day in the US. I know it's awful and I don't want anyone to go through this kind of experience that I had. Also, I don't want you to think that I'm portraying Indians as bad. I don't even know if he's an Indian or not. He can be anyone pretending to be an Indian. Just like I know Hindi without being an Indian. I should add that a scammer always lies about themselves. So I don't believe anything he said. What? You are going without subscribing to me? That's sad. You know what? I like numbers. So what are you waiting for? Just do subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy. Imagine you got scammed on your very first day in New York. Now, what should you do? Call the police? Cry? Yes, I did that crying part. But what next? Well,